Hello, my name is Mickaela Samuel. I am an undergraduate student, chemical engineering student at RIT, and I'm here to present my research work with Dr. Padmanabhan. Gels are a material comprising of a bicontinuous sticky colloidal network that is suspended within a liquid. Gels have many applications that include food processing, bioinjectables, and scaffolds. In the middle is an example of a gel colloidal network. On the other hand, bigels are a bicontinuous mixture of two immiscible liquids separated by repulsive colloids/solid particles. Shown in black, red, and yellow is an example of an ideal bigel. Bigels are a relatively new material with evidence that they can be used as a microreactor. So what if we could develop a material that leverages both these principles into one? We can imagine a material comprised of a sticky colloidal network suspended in two immiscible liquids. This will result in a porous medium that can be used in applications such as petroleum extraction. But such a material has not been developed yet. So the goal of our research is to find the thermodynamic conditions to obtain a sticky bigel. The simulations were modeled based on the interactions between the components. The interactions between the colloids were modeled using Morse potential, which is repulsive when the gray regions overlap and attractive when the shaded regions overlapped. V naught sets the strength of the interactions, A sets the colloidal size, and kappa sets the range indirectly. The colloids followed Brownian dynamics. The interactions between the liquids are modeled using standard Leonard-Jones potential. We ran a series of simulations by changing V naught and the colloidal filing fraction Pc and observed the behavior. This slide shows an example of the data that we would collect. Initially, we would monitor the mean squared displacement on the log-log scale. This will help us characterize the state of the material. The dotted line, shown in black, has a slope of 1 and represents a diffusive or a liquid network. A smaller slope represents a subdiffusive network, which could be either a solid or a gel. For this set of data shown, the colloidal filing fraction, the colloidal networks become more subdiffusive as Vc increases, and the network seems to persist over time. The MSD will later be compared to the radial distribution function to verify the results. The sharp peaks denote solid-like behavior locally, and flat curve shows disorder at further distances. The final analysis involves looking at the snapshots of these simulations. Shown below is the liquid structure and the colloidal network, confirming the information shown in the MSD and the radial distribution functions. The colloidal network is what we will classify as a solid or a gel. This slide summarizes the results of the study. The volume fraction of EC increases from left to right, and the bottom row has a lower strength, and the top row has a higher strength. Looking at the results, going from left to right, we can see that the degree of separation decreases as the volume fraction increases. The low strength colloids do not form networks, but if you increase the strength, we can see some interesting behavior. High strength colloids form a network and create pores which the liquids can phase separate. So interestingly enough, the optimal thermodynamic conditions are high strength colloids and medium volume fractions. Over the course of this research, we were able to conclude the degree of separation between the liquids decreases with increasing colloidal volume fraction, because the gels have a large enough void spaces to facilitate regions for liquids to separate. And in conclusion, we have identified the optimal conditions to create a sticky bigel, which could be important for studying the flow of complex materials through porous media. Thank you.